This is some weird energy today. This is a Monday stream. You never see one of these. How's it going, everyone? Hillagix here. Hope you are having a great Monday. And for those who are celebrating the holiday, hope you're having a great 3-day weekend as well, like I am. But yeah, it is time for the most important Monday of them all. Mooch Monday. Or should I say, Mooch Monday. That's right, we're finally figuring out what's the deal with Scaramuccia. And what his, oh, someone see me? I'm all the way over here. Someone see me? I don't think they see me. But yeah, this is a Monday stream. And what's this? No. Dad's just texting me. My dad's, well, not my dad, but my mom has been wanting me to get Cinnabon for my dad's birthday. But I'm like, I don't want to go to Cinnabon today. Cinnabon's so far. Okay, let me do my audio check real quick, and then we'll get into the stuff. Because there's some stuff I want to do before we begin with the mooch. Okay, everything sounds good. Let me just make sure I'm alive. Here, not muted. Okay. Before we start, I was doing a little bit of questing in the background, and I encountered something that pretty much only applies to me and like very few people in the world. But I wanted to share it anyway because it's fun. First off, get you out of the way. There's one more all the way down here. I just crushed him. I stomped on him. Now this guy. So, if you don't know, hi, my name's Hilly, but my government name is Jacob, and it's spelled with a K, just like this guy. So this is one of the first and few times in history that my actual name is spelt correctly in a video game. Of course, he ends up being the bad guy, which is lame. But still, this is my name. When I saw this earlier today, I was like, hold on, I need to save this for stream. I have to save this for stream because, like, I can actually see my own name spelt correctly in a game. Because, yeah, my name is spelled Jacob, but this might be, like, the German pronunciation, which is more of, like, a Jakob. Because the J is, like, silent and all that. But this is a big deal for me, because I never see my name spelled correctly anywhere. Obviously, you can call me Hilly, you can call me Jacob, whatever you want, but I'm just still happy to see this, even if I am, like, a bad man. Because basically, this guy's trying to steal paintings from people. Still super, super cool, though. I think he's trying to buy drawings or something. I'm not sure. But he's like, oh, I guess I lost. I'll get you next time. You'll never catch me, Avengers. Spider-Man. Sure. Jacob the Hilly. Yep, that's my name. That's my name. Oh yeah, also this Melazine cared for this robot dog. Mr. Jacob. It's so weird to see my name. But yeah, they literally just ran. I beat them up. Hennessy, welcome in. But basically, we were helping this Melazine do some paintings. Do some artistic stuff. What kind of art are you drawing? Is it just gonna be scribbles? This is... what am I looking at? That looks like a blank canvas to me. What's this live about? So we are doing some Genshin today, and there is a character named Scaramouche, and we're gonna be doing his quest, but I always call him the Mooch, which I just think is funny as a reference to Anthony Scaramucci, the guy who was on not Congress. He was in the government for literally 2 weeks, and then he got fired, or maybe less than that. And that's like his whole personality. And his name is Scaramucci, and his nickname is the Mooch. So that's why I joke about him so much. I don't know. I just think it's funny. Like I don't think anyone else thinks it's funny besides me, because I don't think Genshin fans know who the Mooch even is. He's a very forgotten figure in the 2017 political climate. But yeah, we're gonna be doing this quest after I chat with this guy or this girl. I think it's ma mère means my mom in French. So maybe it's a she. Maybe they are a she. Mr. Jacob. Jacob said that he finally understood how to convey my pain. We're still chatting, huh? Malzine, see my important friend. Then she. Robot dog is a friend now. Okay, can we go? I got stuff to do. No, we're still chatting. We're still yapping. Oh yeah, these things don't even have like fingers. They literally just wear gloves all the time. I'll pay for you once. Okay, we gotta go. You ever get in a conversation where it's like, okay, I need to go, but they're still chatting and you don't want to like cut them off? Maybe it's a social anxiety thing. Maybe that's why so many people talk in this game, because Lumine is just so anxious. Oh, we're getting more migraines. So is the father like the paint? Is that what it is? Father's father? So yeah, maybe the paint is a person. Oh, it's a nut! Or a bolt, or it's a screw. She seems so happy about, like, look! Nut! Okay. This is a screw. Oh, is this like a currency? And now we can move. Okay. Hooray. Sorry, Robo-Dog. Anyway, we got our stuff to do. The other thing that's happening is a certain someone has appeared. A certain someone has returned to the world of Genshin Impact. One whose messaging, whose words have no boundaries. The true hero of the people, the true hero of this game, who I think is over here. Yes, it's him. The man, the myth, the legend, the hero of the world. It's him. Laban. It's Laban time. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous Johnny Bravo man. Let's hear what he's got to say. Hey there, friend. Puma. It's been a while, brother. Enthusiastic as ever. I see. I wonder how changed a man am I? Why, you're getting friendlier, Mr. Laban. Whew, that's good. I mean, I almost didn't make it back this time. You try your luck in that, Lynn? Nope. I heard that things there were tense, so I just deliberately avoided and went to Nordkrai instead. There was a war or something over there. Puma! Who? Have you been there? I don't recognize that name. No? I guess I can tell you about it then. Nordkrai is in the southernmost part of Snezhnaya. People from all over Teyvat gather. Those not in the know would think that opportunities to get rich are everywhere right there. What?
Don't let your kids watch it!
Why would you not want someone to see the gorgeousness of Laban? He's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful man. The most beautiful man in this entire game. Why, you're just jelly. It's only after there you realize that's a wild place to play by its own rules. Let me put it this way. Before I even set foot in the city, I got robbed by a group of vagrants. Take advantage of my ignorance about the place. Puma! Court of law, nice harmonious, nothing there. It's all anarchy there, brother. Someone just told me to find a Voynich guild, baby mama. Said the guild was the strongest force in the air and they might be able to get me to justice. I was only half convinced at first. So imagine my surprise when the guild folks not only hauled all my goods back, they even bought everything up me too. Totally amazing, right? I was so happy to see that much more, I counted it up all several times. Anyone that's like Johnny Bravo, kids beware. Okay. Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. When I left City again, I ran to another band of vagrants who robbed me even more merry. Maybe it's like an endless cycle, huh? That's me labbing for you. Only the greatest, grandest peaks and the deepest troughs of light. Anyway, I'm not going back there. So stay on your toes if you go to no cry, and don't let anyone know that you're holding on to a big bag of Mora. Yeah, I'll keep my 86 million Mora to myself, and I've got bodyguards. I can keep it. I trust our deal's still on. Anyway, the real reason is he just gives you stuff. He just gives you cool stuff for freaking apples, meat, and flowers. He's the best. We love Laban here. Hope he's okay. I hope he's doing well. After being robbed. Who would rob this beautiful, beautiful man? That's awful. Whoever robbed him should be ashamed. Anyway, with that done, now we can start the MOOCHIN. I don't know how long this quest is, but I imagine it's pretty long. So we might be here for a while. Oh, we just teleport straight into the cutscene. Okay, sure.
Come on, serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you understand? An essay. That means facts and logic.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tataris.
Why is this man British?
When so much remains unexplained, there's little to be objective about.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? I want to write my essay on something interesting, and I'm interested in getting to the bottom of all this.
Yes, you came to me. So all
He sounds like a Gordon Ramsay-like character.
It's the dramatization that will make people want to read it.
Okay.
They're like,
did one of them just mention Tatarasuna? But that's
oh yeah.
Inazuma. Is it just Paimon, or is it kind of unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper
Oh,
about that?
it's part of the world.
Great. Let's go.
All right, well, let's just eavesdrop some more, I guess. Why not? Can I get a shout, please? I'm sorry, person. I don't really know who you are. Can you give me a shout out? How about that? How about that question? This isn't really a good travel team, huh? I guess I could just go for bring back Ayaka.
Sato Ayaka, present.
Oh, where are they? Hanging out under the nice tree.
All right, I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. If only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about her, this seems like the kind of thing she'd know about.
Oh, you mean me? You talking about me?
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
Hey, what's with that face?
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion.
Mysterious silver-haired companion.
Force of habit,
Sawada, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so... kind of lacking.
It's okay, I don't get out much either.
Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places.
Actually, we don't know much about that place either.
My teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge.
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatarasuna.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive or a first read?
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently.
Can I sub? I mean, if you want to. I'm not gonna
Let me
stop
give
you.
Some background. This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatarasuna. But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it and killed his servant Katsuragi. Apart from the sword maker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a kabuki mono.
The kabuki
This
mono.
seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger.
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground.
So first this strange person goes missing.
That's
Yes, my
funky.
thoughts exactly. So I helped out too.
You did? Thank
I
you.
asked everyone I could think of
Ah,
if
I
they
got
knew
something in my
anything
throat.
About what happened back then.
Stop shouting!
Huh? You were shouting? Huh.
This part's important. I just wanted to make it stand out. It just so happens that a friend of mine.
Is this
works
guy
at the
supposed to be
government
like a
records
Gordon
office.
Ramsay
Looked into it for me,
joke?
and I can now confirm that all the
It
aforementioned
sounds
individuals
like
back
it.
then, Tatara Suna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa.
Wait, so there are 2 missing people in this story now?
That's right. What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it.
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like,
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant.
Oh yeah,
relative.
related to Kazuha,
Something
right?
then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall.
So that's why you had to do that
So
quest
Wada,
before this
you
one.
left out
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown.
Oh snap! You hear that?
Believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most.
You hear that? You better brace your minds, everyone. They're about to be blown.
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human, but a puppet.
Could it be the Mooch?
puppet?
It sounds like the Mooch to me. The Shogun puppet that the Electro Archon made should be ruling Izuma for as we speak. Oh, so it's not her. So it could be the other one. Which by the way, if you, for the ones who don't know what's going on, the Electro God was like, hey, I'm gonna make a robot puppet to do my work too. So she made one, except was like, nah, I don't like it. It's kind of lame. So she threw it out, and that robot puppet is the Mooch, or Scaramouche. And from my understanding, he became so mad that his mom basically threw him out that he went on a big temper tantrum and became evil and joined like the world's most evil dozen people in the world. And now he's running around. And then he also tried to become a god by himself earlier, but we stopped him. And now we don't really know what his deal is now. But that's what we're gonna find out.
Aha! Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something.
Obviously,
after
that's
all.
a very poorly explanation of it, but that's my gist of it.
No, Paimon just meant, how creepy.
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected.
Oh snap! You gave me a whole thing essay. Yeah, I don't have time to read all this. Sorry, man.
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well.
Well, no, I want to read more.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach. Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political intrigue?
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up?
Yeah. This guy's just. Is this like a creative essay or something?
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
Good point. Okay, back to...
We have some other stuff.
Yeah, we got some other stuff to
Alright,
deal
thank
with,
you.
so we're gonna head over here. See ya. And we just walk up the stairs.
So, that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
Also, the Balladeer is like the Mooch's like code name.
Okay, then, even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh? After all, we kicked his butt and got him on.
Yeah.
Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it? If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic.
Paimon,
There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
oh, he's just walking. There he is. He's there. It's him.
Hey, did you see that? He literally just like that.
Oh, there he is! There he is!
Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Alright. Time to mooch! Oh, he went inside. Oh, there he is! He's just standing there! Also, hey, it's Nahida's birthday, too, so...
He was strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah, it's him!
There he is! It's the mooch.
Hey, what are you doing in the sanctuary of Surastana? Aren't you supposed to be lacked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the balladeer free.
But why? You can't just do that.
And he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me.
He is one of the strongest people in the world and has probably murdered millions. And you're just gonna let him out for free?
Deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about.
It kind of is. You've done many bad things in this world.
But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Because this radish doesn't want me to.
Flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Nah, I just kick him away.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job.
I would! I don't care! I've got a blade in my pants ready for this, but that sounds really bad. But you know what I mean.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down?
No! No! The last time you met one of these guys, you let him kick you around and he took your chess pieces.
Paimon's worried about you, Nahida.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal.
Well, I, for one, have no
I think
reason
it's
to doubt you.
add space
Considering we even
quote.
struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes.
Yeah, seriously.
one in which I gained valuable information.
Which you're not gonna hear about for another 3 years.
Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat
Or
to us.
maybe it's quote space
That puts him
ad.
in
I always
quite a
forget.
precarious position.
I think it's quote ad. There, that.
Plus, he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck. Wait a second. Former? You mean he's not a harbinger anymore? I
He
take no
quit?
pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui. And also between each of the harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer,
It's a coom nut.
nobody will ever
That's an
abandon
item
you.
from Paper Mario.
But after recent
Didn't you
events,
quote that?
even
Someone
I
did.
have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be. Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously!
I've got a scythe waiting for you, man.
Let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time.
Time for what?
Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch. Nahida, are you...
Sounds like a bad idea, homegirl.
I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit. Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
I don't care about him. He can go sit.
Actually,
He can
that's the
go
whole
away
reason
for all I
for
care.
today. So you have an update on that? You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no
Oh, he
longer
still got
has
some residual
hypnosis,
power in him.
some traces of its power remain in him. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long.
I'm
even
out
for
of
me.
link juice. I still talk about that all the time because, like, what else am I gonna call that link energy?
So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders.
He could just lie to you.
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back.
What if he just said, like, nah, there's nothing in
Our
there?
minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark. Searching for the one candle whose light still burns.
Well, that's not who I care about. I care about just getting my Lumine wed to someone so she can live a happy life comfortably in leeway.
Lady, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it. It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. Paimon's still worried about this idea. I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned.
Hey, Daisy.
Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left,
Hey,
I'm
Daisy.
still a fraction of a former Harbinger. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside. Great. Prepare yourselves.
So you can just go
I'm
into
going
it?
to transport you into Irminsul.
You can just do that anytime? I didn't know you could just do that.
Wow.
Oh, and we're here now.
Different here compared to last
Looks
time.
nice and pink.
The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Alright, Mr. Mooch, what are you playing at?
Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards, but right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about...
You murdered people. I don't care about your smugness. Oh, oh.
I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information.
Torrents? Like
You must
BitTorrent?
decide your differences.
Is this
Be extremely
piracy?
careful to navigate your way through. I know
If
there
this
are
world is just
differences
piracy, then
between
that makes a
different
lot of
sides,
things more easier
but
understood.
It is essential that you remain calm after entry. Fine. Let's call it truce.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open.
Oh,
and
he
try
called
not
my
to
eyes
fall
pretty.
behind.
You sure are confident.
If there are no further, or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
We can start now.
Alright, Mr. Mooch, let's go in.
Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him. Wow.
Oh,
So this is the
so this is
inside of
what it's
Irminsul.
like being inside the Pirate Bay.
Ooh, never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted.
Let's go. Stay close.
Hey, so say we did go running off in here. What would happen?
Would we die?
What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out.
Oh, I don't even get my own characters here. It just runs away.
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
Guess we're on another path now. Here, let me walk in front of you. Oh.
It looks the same in every direction.
Yeah, this place is huge.
No wonder you mentioned about getting lost.
Are we actually making progress, or am I doing the wrong thing?
The truth.
Oh, we're actually right in front of it.
Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little?
I could have talked to him for like a split second.
We're here.
What a huge tree!
You've seen bigger.
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it.
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint. The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do. Traveler, Paimon.
What's up?
Yes, I've also invited Paimon to join. Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads? That's part of it. Paimon's never tried this before.
Oh yeah, she's never done this psychic connection.
I wanted to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction?
Yeah, he really likes doing all
As
these
I
random
told you
jobs.
before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers.
Perhaps today is Mooch Madness. Oh yeah, his
Well
past.
done. So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon. Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident.
Tatarasuna
18
incident.
Mysterious events? Really? Because from what they were saying...
And then we said the whole story.
Oh? How interesting. So the Gesse got it right? Well,
The Gesse.
guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved. Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
No, we're just talking about jelly beans.
Of course you do.
Of course we talk about jelly beans. You and your little jelly brain jelly bean brain friend and your jelly bean brain flying baby talking about bubblegum jelly beans without me. Don't you want to know that my favorite jelly bean flavor is licorice? Just like President Ronald Reagan? I don't know. I don't know where that came from, but I wish we could talk about that instead.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world.
Wait, how did you know about
It's not like we've never met before.
I've only met
Anyway,
you like
you're
twice,
world
2 or
famous.
3 times.
It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few
Oh,
things
I'm world
about you.
famous? Oh, that's good. I wish I was world famous.
Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is
I don't know.
something I can manage.
Considering the thousands of characters I've had to slay, I feel like my character's used to doing stuff like that.
this light? It looks similar to those saplings.
Anonymous dick.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement.
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
That's your memories, eh?
Whoa!
Whoa!
I have been in Tatara Suna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality under your leadership. Tatara Suna is a warm,
Grab my
welcoming
Gatorade.
place. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatara Suna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material
Got my
has
Gatorade.
since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths, skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, you allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. Even now, you remain one of Tatara Suna's key consultants.
You flatter me.
So you say, Escher.
My goods.
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? And recently, none of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the golden feather
Mooch.
to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun. This is our last hope, but that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher?
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio.
Why does he sound like a one guy, that one Abyss Mage
Well
guy?
informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all...
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat?
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to
Enjo,
take
that was his
responsibility
name,
from
Enjo.
inside.
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
He sounds
Trust
like
the act.
Enjo.
We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatara Suna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left?
I've got a
You
blade.
have all your answers by now.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well. At least for the first few days. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity.
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this.
It's no trouble at all. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity.
Oh.
I'm a Fatui Harbinger. Call me the Doctor.
Oh, I didn't think he'd be here. I was like, oh, that sounds like Andre. I was like, oh, I knew that name was that voice was familiar, but I didn't think it was Il Dottore.
For your nation.
That's it. That's why you gave us your cursed technology.
Look how even the righteous soul is filled.
It's one of
with
his
venom
segments,
when faced
his
with
clones.
My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead.
Let's add some
What
more
other
water.
reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
If you give him my heart, tell him that he has nothing to prove to anyone.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty.
But I'm not.
Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish.
I will.
I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human, Mr. Niwa? Already dead. What a pity.
I can't wait to finally get to fight this guy in a few
Jester, I have
years.
completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap
I cannot wait to kick his sorry rear to the curb.
What? I'd like to introduce a puppet.
This guy
to
literally
you.
wears underwear
If
on
he
his
proves
face.
useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not...
And that was his friend. That was his one friend.
Hey, are you alright?
Dottore. Dottore. Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine?
So he killed his friend.
Why did we see things from his perspective? When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so. But it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means.
That was a lie.
Let's give him some space. We need to give him some time to process his emotions. I'm still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as a mechanic from Fontaine. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor.
All that just to steal this one guy.
Plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject. After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his
Well,
entire
no,
life.
it was the doctors did it
Heart
for
acquired
him.
through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow,
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim?
yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
Dator, you brazen-faced...
Wait for a while.
Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
A while later.
Shall we see how he's doing?
I'd rather wait another minute, but okay.
Hey, you alright?
Am I alright?
That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend. It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descendants.
That's still good to know, though.
Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
That's still something we know, though.
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Huh?
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was his first destination when he arrived in this world.
Yeah?
Plus, he only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
I thought that unknown god threw him down there.
The jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived
Dang.
with your brother for a time.
Dang, why is everyone coming from Conria except me?
I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes,
Does this info count towards my mission?
very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
You alright? Yep.
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a
What?
question for
I don't
me.
know anything about you.
Give me your hand.
Okay, you're not gonna cut my hand, are you?
Can you hear my voice inside your head?
Oh, yeah, you can.
No, I can't do anything like that anymore.
Paimon's like, I want to be
All I
included
can do is
too.
exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
I don't know. How would I know?
Done.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh, right. Yeah, never mind. I do know. Because I did change the past once. Because that's how I removed the one about the other god.
So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Wait, hold on.
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
Because I'm gonna be forgotten.
From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared?
Yeah, I totally forgot that, you know, I changed the past to make Kusanali or Nahida the real god. But yeah, what are we doing here?
Oh no.
Oh, Nihida! Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer. What happened just now?
It was the Balladier's fault.
Oh, do I tell her about the whole, like,
I
replacing a
think
god
he'd be
thing?
capable of something like that, but did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated?
Where the heck did he go?
Don't be. It's not your fault. We're running out of time.
Oh, and we're here now.
We're out.
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with.
An emergency?
Don't worry. If
Hmm.
my assessment is correct,
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened.
Oh yeah, she doesn't remember the other Greater Lord, huh? Yeah, I'll just ignore that.
He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible. Right. You can't just rewrite history. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it.
Sure.
So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Ooh, Paimon's so confused. Huh?
You alright?
Sorry. Paimon accidentally... It's the Balladier's fault for causing Paimon all this mental stress. But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
Maybe.
Uh-oh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right?
Looks like everyone in connection to the Gokunin, Gazai, Kayato.
Nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next?
I don't know.
Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But, so, how about, we list all our favorite foods and
Oh,
take our mind
pizza, butter noodles, burgers, eggs, burgers with eggs, pizza burger with eggs,
All right.
ice cream.
First dish. Triple layered consomme.
Oh no, I'm getting a medic.
And
2 hours later. You done?
Paimon was, talking? Huh.
You were talking about food.
Is that a food too?
Oh, you know, I should have done the... It's just a silly reaction face. Did he actually remove himself from his brain?
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something? So, the Balladeer. Is that someone's name? Okay, sure. Where are we going?
We're going to Iamazuma now.
Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
What if we ask her, hey, who was that big god we beat up not too long ago and the robot? Try and see if he remembers that. Oh, that was a quest. Well, so Inazuma we go. Literally to the other side of the world. Also, we've got an ad, so this is actually a good time to run the ad too. I kind of want to keep going, but I can take a quick break. BRB. Hi, girls here today. Dang it! Dang it! I can slap a smile on my face. What's it's fake without any pretty girls? Should I hire somebody? What? Okay. What a conversation to tell a red echidna. I also do not remember liking this. Because look, you're in such a short room with this guy and he can just grab you whenever he wants. So, not fun. Yeah, Rayman's gotta call an ambulance. But not for him! Nailed it. No damage. It's Roquefort time. Whoa! Oh no! He's transformed into the most powerful being in the world! A furry! And we're in the royal family's tomb, which is really rude if you think about it. Come on. all that just to be like, boop. It's just like in Indiana Jones where like that guy is doing the whip and then he's like, just shoots him. That's literally like, can I hook shot the tree? Wait, I'm invisible. Oh no, I'm small. Okay, we're back. All right. So that's why we're back at the Kazuha quest the thing.
We made it! To Amanoma Smithy!
Ah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Of course. Go ahead.
Can you tell me about that Gokuden story?
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Aminoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, but fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Ina's. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah!
Yep.
We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too.
In fact, this was not made known to me, for he told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, it was right that there is no harm in telling you the Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day. And overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa. But knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty Shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death. Powerless and destitute, the only...
His orphan son.
Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago,
This guy in the back row just still smithing.
reached the end of his wits. Finally, he made a drastic decision. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan, which he belonged to. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day.
But yeah, something's different. But Neo's still
Was
dead.
there anything else you wanted to ask?
Where's Kazuha?
Kazuha? Why, yes.
Oh, but Kazuha's still alive, though.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? On to the next step.
Where is he? You know, ever since I got Shilonen, I haven't been using Kazuha like at all. It's kind of weird. It usually never happens.
We're here.
Traveler, it's been a while.
What's up, dude?
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate.
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it.
But you're bestie, so you
Heading in
can.
then.
But you're cool.
Hello, dears. Of course. What would you like to know?
So how are they up to?
Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings. As for the commissioner himself, well, you know.
So pretty much business as usual.
BAU.
at the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very.
Everything seems okay.
Well, got any more questions?
You're very welcome. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time.
Oh.
She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining
Her
armor.
knight in shining armor.
I mean it. Whenever the commissioner dines at home, the commissioner has such a busy schedule that they say it's because Toma's a much better chef than most. They get to talking about you sometimes
Aw.
too. Miss Kamisato occasionally joins them as well. It's been many years now, as someone who is old and gray enough to have watched their son and daughter grow up. So, in the future, if you ever do have the time, please know you are always very welcome at the Yashiro Commission headquarters. Wonderful.
Paimon likes it here too. Paimon's itching to try it.
Of course.
All right, goodbye for now.
Thank you.
Wait, goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry,
All right then.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yeah, we're just curious on some stuff.
everything's taken care of now.
Very well.
So now, Tatrasuna, right down here. Right by the furnace. What's up, dude?
Well, here we are.
Do my eyes deceive me?
Oh, it's him!
Traveler and Paimon.
It's him! It's, Xavier. Remember him? We saw him in Fontaine once. We helped him with another thing and another thing. Xavier. Everyone's favorite Genshin Impact character, Xavier.
I was in the general area.
He
and
makes stuff
now
sometimes,
specific
I
area.
think.
There,
We all love
that's
him.
me. So what about you two?
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Why is he
Certainly
here, though?
do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to
Okay.
live in Tatarasuna years. Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? I'm told that its history is
He's
one
so
of the most
cheerful
foremost
today.
forging and smelting operations in the nation goes.
A couple?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine trained tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then, too. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
The Torre still did the sabotaging. Oh, right.
Oh, I didn't realize you two...
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
That's good
What
to learn.
brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical
Yeah,
knowledge?
that thing.
Sure, go ahead.
You know of a kabuki mono?
Kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word. Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a kabuki mono. Of course!
Oh, we're leaving?
Oh, you're most welcome. Farewell.
Okay.
Looks like you got all the
Oh, jeez, my eyes. The orange, my eyes. Ugh. Honestly, it looks cool, but man, that is a very orange scene.
Sure, but keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile.
Oh, that's adorable. Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. That's so cute.
Hey, don't mention it. Alright, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
And back to Sumeru, we Sumeru.
Hey, it's them.
It's me.
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
We have time.
It's the same topic we discussed last time.
Still looking for more info about Tatara Suna, huh?
Yeah, let's listen.
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress.
Can I read that article again? Is there anything about an eccentric person? Or a kabuki mono or something?
I presume you'll want to read mine as well.
Well, what do you think?
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about it?
What did you find out?
Oh,
Story.
I can talk about that.
Wow, so many new details.
Well. So there's no...
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis.
Yes, okay, point...
And they're back at it.
Oh, so sorry. Look,
You're welcome.
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
Will do.
Okay. Yo, Radish. I got a question for you.
Nahida, we're here.
Does the mooch exist?
Traveler, Paimon.
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time.
The balladeer?
Oh, he forgot his name too.
Troubled.
Hey, what's wrong?
So that time we saved you, did we fight a robot at all or no?
quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul. But how? As the traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently.
Oh, so it was just we just fought a machine.
Anyone inside the machine
Okay.
after we defeated it. Nevertheless, it does make sense.
So, you believe this person really existed?
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. The traveler comes from a world beyond Javat. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations.
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right? Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, he couldn't keep hating humans after that. And the story makes sense. The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the Doctor's help. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul.
Yeah, it does make it just feel so hopeless.
Please wait a moment. Found it.
Huh?
This should be the one.
What's this?
It turns out that I have a strange What is it? A record from a personal collection. You should take a look.
Is this a fairy tale?
I authored this record myself.
Huh?
When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an
Okay.
allegory.
Hold on. So this record survived from
So you can keep records from even there?
Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki Mono and other records will have been changed. Changing the information in Irminsul changes that Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance.
That's incredible!
That's concerning.
Idea!
And sending the traveler into Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one she
Very
told us.
odd.
There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. But the monster soon found
literally like
solace
that.
when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree, who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender, and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin." The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, how it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different. We solved it! I remember now. This is not just the balladeer story. It is his very own memories. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
So you can just do that?
That this person really existed. Paimon has no memory of him at all.
The balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders. Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail. That Conria was where your twin first came into this world. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. So the answer is not everything. When you give someone the truth, to others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, and that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahita's right. Cheer up. How about we go get something to eat?
We're just gonna leave him? Okay.
Come on.
Alright, sure.
Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits.
I guess so.
Really tough being the only one who remembers all that.
So yeah, we're literally just gonna leave. And like, well, too bad for him. Oh well, we're never gonna have to deal with him again. Yeah, let's see, where is he? Yeah, this guy, he don't exist. He's gone. The mooch is gone forever. I don't know, this just feels weird to be like, oh yeah, you can just leave now. We're not gonna try and solve him or anything. Like, I never know the easy way to get to this place. I always get lost somehow. It's right in here. Alright, where are we going? We're just chatting with people? Wait, I can buy stuff. Is there something I can buy? Oh yeah, I can just buy artifacts if I want. And say hi to Nino, maybe? Swoof. Oh, I can challenge him at card game. Who did I talk to? This guy, maybe? Yeah. Get that good snack food.
We're here! What should we eat first?
Hmm.
Hey, are you gonna answer or what? Alright, whatever you want. Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out.
I mean, there's somewhere. Something about Irminsul, deleting oneself. Nirvana, the knowledge. Nirvana. You said that no one can erase themselves from existence. Oh. Yeah.
Excuse me, boss.
Oh.
There seems to be a small problem with the last bill.
He's back! The mooch!
Hey, wait!
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting.
So he's just like staring in the corner.
Who's that guy? You know him or
That's the one.
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you
But
don't
why is
wanna
he
do
here?
any
Shouldn't he
helping
be
out
like
here.
going somewhere
When I
else? Why is he
actually give
hanging
you
out
some
here?
work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
you're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about.
Leave it to me.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later.
Hey, what do we do now? Okay, stay out of...
Are we stealthy? No, we're just going. Let's see. Oh, please don't climb, Ayaka. Where is he? Do. Huh. I've got the feeling someone's watching me.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing? Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back. Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us!
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice. Have we met before?
Are you acting like this? Or did you see that? I kind of just slid into frame, like, whoop!
No, we haven't met. But you know me?
Yeah.
I have no recollection.
How do I say this?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for
Oh,
it.
his name is just Wanderer. You're a puppet.
Puppet?
Huh?
You were right!
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important. Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then
Then let's return to the city.
I mean, he seems fine though. Can't we just leave him and let him do his thing? I kind of don't want to bother him if he seems to be living a decent life. Like, I'm just gonna make his life worse if I make him remember everything that just happened. Why should I deal with that? Just swipe some carrots. The
Here you go,
crumble
boss.
cookies.
I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more.
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid.
What?
I get it, okay?
I get
You
it.
just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it.
But I don't...
Let's go.
No. You're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Thank you. All right, done.
Okay, well. Let's bring him back, I guess. Let's return the mooch back home. Yo, Radish, I got someone for ya.
What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
It's so weird for him to be acting completely normal.
But he doesn't seem to remember anything.
You say that you are trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja.
Shugenja.
Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
Why are we trying to teach him this?
Call it the past. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often.
Oh, like
yes, something far more distant than the past.
Okay, I have to ask.
We really... Are you sure we want to teach him this stuff?
Oh, okay. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. If it's that difficult to talk about, but I'll be able to handle it.
I don't think you are.
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit.
We really shouldn't have told him all this.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome of...
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but...
If we were enemies, why are you trying
Yeah,
to help me?
why are we doing this? Why didn't we just let him live? I don't really understand why we're doing it either. I don't know why Lumine's trying to white knight her way about this.
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, it's all true.
Please, I want to see them for myself.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well.
You sure?
Wait, shouldn't we go with him?
Don't worry. Whatever.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on...
Oh, good point.
Understood.
Okay, we're doing it again. So... I mean, wouldn't it be fun if I brought, like... you know, the Raiden one, but that would be fun. Anyone else I could bring? Why not? Bring Raiden over too, just to make it more uncomfortable for everyone.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth. But be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world.
Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway.
All right.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion.
Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace?
You could say that, in a sense.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. No, there's no way. There's...
Who are you?
You're awake. Huh. Not a scratch.
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna.
And the rest is history.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. The balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life.
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
Oh, a chest.
It's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Huh? What are we doing back here? Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here.
Okay, I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick. He kept coughing all the time, just like me.
But you can't. You promised me.
Yup, we're family now. This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. After leaving Tatarasuna,
What happened to the child then?
he died from his illness while he was still very young.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too. The voices have gone.
Let's keep going.
Oh, there's traps? I'm not even paying attention to them.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One to be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
This place is dark.
original
yeah,
version
this was.
of events. The traveler once
Yeah,
inhabited the
this is
battlefield
where we
here.
found it that one time.
Such a creepy atmosphere. Hey, look over there.
Well, well, my fair lady. Is
Oh, this is where we
rundown
started.
folk
Oh,
gonna be
remember
as
her?
important and
Remember her?
feasible
She's alive, even though she's dead.
What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the doctor.
Jeez, she's cold.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible.
Surely you're not worried about me.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else. Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
And we never saw her ever again.
She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Forget it.
And that's when we came in.
The plot does not end here.
Yes. Please don't worry about me.
You sure?
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Witch.
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other...
Oh wait, I feel like I've watched this at some point. Oh, and back in the machine factory.
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully worded.
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche.
Scaramouche.
The mere fact of your utility does not
Scaramouche.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
Oh, he's the worst.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps.
Let's move on.
Oh. I just had to turn around. And we're back here.
God, do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? Whoever
Future.
has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins
But
that are mine.
why?
No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to
I
pass.
don't think this is a good idea.
Turn my memories
Don't
to
do
you.
that.
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules. With each person
He's totally
being a
happy. I
collection
feel
of
bad.
pieces
We're
of
just
a puppet within
giving him
me.
his trauma back.
My life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation.
You sure?
Sure.
But people won't remember you though.
Just my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next. But then I met you. And I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins...
You sure? We really didn't need to do that. Our person's sins an inescapable part of their destiny too? Well, no! We could have just let him do whatever. We didn't have to bring him
I
here.
have an innate tendency to yearn for something more. In a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it. So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose.
Very well.
Are you
Since
sure?
your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours.
Okay. I really don't think this is a good
You have made
idea.
your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled. This is my...
I really think we shouldn't have done this.
Is he alright?
No, we gotta do this again? Oh, we can just do that? Okay.
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Hmm? It's mooching time. Oh, it's just me then. Yeah, why are we fighting him again? Oh, he got his sassiness back too.
Insignificant past.
But yeah, why are we fighting one
At my command,
again?
you shall fall.
Oh yeah, I can just fly, huh?
devices. My endless cycle begins!
Am I just gonna kill him? Or, oh! Oh! Oh. So that's what happens if you lose. If you try and lose a fight. You just win again somehow. Okay.
Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
It disappeared.
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again.
I kind of like him as his nice self.
But it was you inside that thing too.
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am.
I feel like this is a bad
You sound like you're
idea.
concerned about me, but don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
Yeah, I kind of liked. I kind of like the nice MOOCH more than this. I'll be honest.
Welcome back, traveler. Paimon.
If you
You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it. After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they might not even remember who the sixth is.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
Nothing else for him to
It's
do,
like
I
you said,
guess.
Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve.
I mean, he pretty much did.
You can see and understand that. Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other
He
people.
kind of did. That's
These are
good
not
enough.
simple things to accomplish. What you were looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan. But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it. Oh right, I almost forgot. You're the good guys.
The quote-unquote good
You're into
guys.
justice and all that.
Yeah.
Sorry if I have a
Superheroes.
slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad
Okay.
you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I will try.
Traveler,
Yeah.
after I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma?
I wanted to know what you
So that's
changed.
how you found out whose fate had changed. Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back.
Don't make it sound like I'm extorting
Borrowing
you.
and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
All right.
That's not true.
I still feel like it was a bad idea, though.
Relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. Some things in this world can never be brought back. Everything that you feel is real and lasting. And whatever is missing in you will not be made whole. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human
I'm just a guy.
time ago.
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but the most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida.
I guess.
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
A name?
Paimon wants to pick an ugly name.
Oh gosh.
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking.
Kind of like a
Traveler
Notlin,
and
huh?
Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
And here it is.
Have you got anything?
Rules and disclaimers for name modification. Disclaimer: please ensure to create a healthy gaming environment that the creation of content will not instigate content that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, sexual orientation, anything that violates the terms of service. The Wanderer's name. The Mooch. Name cannot gain pages! No! No! The Mooch. There.
Are you sure?
Do I want to just do Mooch or the Mooch?
Okay.
The underscore Mooch? There, that's better.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Okay. It's him! It's him!
Now you have a name of your own.
What about
It's him! The Mooch.
Still thinking.
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one. Everyone who manipulated me
Mooch.
and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor, at least.
At least
Now
him.
that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. Even though the events have been erased from the world.
I see.
Huh?
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire.
Don't do that, man.
What's that look for? That day will come. Alright. We're done here. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
Oh, we got an ad. Let me snooze it.
What you went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant.
Yeah, true. But even so, after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem quite as fierce.
He's still sassy.
So we can finally go eat?
Thank you. I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
And that's it? Or is there still some more? their little essay dispute.
I can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
You mean because everyone else in the story is dead?
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. He's the perfect fit to be the narrator of the epilogue. The dark clouds had dissipated. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, the Daitatara Nagamasa, was forged, all these expressions of joy melted down in the furnace fire. Life is a story too long to be told.
Oh yeah, he just passes by him. Oh, return to resting place. Oh, that was certainly an adventure. That was truly some mooch madness. And wait, because we named him, is his name stuck like that in the character archive too? No, he's still called just Wander. Okay. Not unless I actually get him, which I don't know, maybe? I kind of like flying around, but that's about it. I don't think I'd use him for much else. I guess we're just hanging out here.
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back. Wow, great! Huh? Look at the vase.
Oh yeah, we broke that vase, didn't we?
Did someone break it while they were cleaning the
Yeah.
room or something?
Yeah, Paimon bumped into it. Yeah. But yeah, why is the vase broken?
You sound
What?
lost and confused.
What? Huh?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their
Excuse
minds
me?
overwhelmed.
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat
Huh?
cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance.
Who the heck
But
is
for
this?
anyone else, who can say? When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat,
So nothing really happened?
history does not change
I don't
easily,
recognize this voice
but
at all.
human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true.
The voice has disappeared. And who the heck was that? Anyway, it feels wrong just leaving it there.
That's strange. Is that Farina, maybe? Could that be Farina? I don't know who that is. Oh, and that lets us rename it if we want to. Or could that be another character we haven't met yet? Who knows? Well, what's our time? It's been 2 hours. We can still do some more Fontaine stuff. But that means all that's left is Fontaine, eh? Okay, well, I'm gonna take a quick break. And I guess we'll do a little bit of Fontaine stuff, and then we'll call it BRB one more time. I watch your Twitch streams on twitch.tv every day. I love them so much. You're Elaine from Seinfeld? Maybe? Hey, you, mustache old man. I finally... Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. You're better than I thought. This might be fun. Time to rock. Champion my rear. You just got super guarded by the Hilly, the undefeated master. You've lost to losers like us. I love he was like, oh, this will be fun. dives at me, immediately loses. Another thrilling victory from Hilly. I didn't even get to see him climb up on the ceiling. Could it be? Could it be? The one, the hero, the true hero of this game. Beetle. He's here. He's returned after 6 years. Oh! Hi there! It's me, Beetle! If you forget, my beetle-shaped pack is here to remind you. Wow! There's only one way to go. Beetle! Wow!
Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own combined. I have to be careful. Yes,
Jenny,
you
please
can
do
never
not,
be too
please do
careful.
not harass a minimum wage worker. Please do not harass the minimum wage worker. Step 1 of being a human. Never harass the minimum wage worker.
Timing.
Please.
I'll have you know, these items have remained
Please.
untouched in my
You're
personal
being a
collection
Karen.
for several
Again,
hundred years.
do not harass the minimum
Question their
wage
legitimacy
earner.
Several hundred years?
Please.
Indeed.
What's up with this fire? What's up with it?
It's only magic. Isn't it amazing when you know?
Just kidding. Just blows up Mario for fun. So silly. Is Link a good boy?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is a good boy.
Is Link a good boy?
Yes, he's a good boy.
He's the best boy. Yes, you are. Yes, he is. Oh, so cute. Your Troopa. He used to boot us out of the forest near Gooba Village. He thinks he's tough. As far as I can tell, he goes around picking fights with people who are stronger than he is. His hobbies are working out and ordering stuff by mail. What? Why is that? Okay, actually, looking at how the quest turns out, I kind of want to save it for its own stream. So I'm not sure what else to do then, honestly. What other quests are there? 'Cause that's the main thing I wanted to do. There's still a whole bunch of other stuff to do as well. Because I feel like Fontaine should be its own stream. And I guess I could do things like this, maybe. That's about it. Oh, no, I never unlocked these two, huh? Now that I can do this one. So let me open up these. Were these always two or are they one? Claim these. The only thing I need to do is I need to do Alhaithams in order to do Kaves. But yeah, I can do all these now too if I want to. These can be repeated though. And honestly, everything else I'll kind of just do off screen. I mean, otherwise, I think it's a fair spot to end things off, honestly, because I should probably get ready for other stuff. But yeah, I think that's a good place to stop. Sorry. After doing that, I think we just gotta make Fontaine its own thing just to get it done. So yeah, I think we're gonna end things there. So thank you all for joining me for some Mooch Madness on a Monday. Let's see who we can raid on out to. Let's see who's online. Oh, we could raid Chrysalia. I haven't raided her in a bit. Yeah, we can go ran over her. So next stream will be Thursday, maybe? Thursday, Friday. We'll probably do some more Mario. Mario or Sonic. Something like that. But otherwise, I will see you all then, probably. So, stay safe, stay earthbound, shout to DoorDash. Remember the ice climbers, keep on fishing. And next time, trust your Uncle Lenny. I'll see y'all later. Or, never mind, I can't. So... So I guess her raid settings don't allow her to be raid. Well, I'll just give her a shout out then. And then, alright. And I will just give her a shout out then. Other option. I guess we can say hi to Mary then. Okay, then we'll try Mary then. Alright, let's see if she lets me raid. There we go. Alright, I will see you all Thursday. Alright, goodbye.